Okay. All right, so mat, very light set of weights. And then we'll just start with our full body warm-up. So everything's ready to go. The first half of this workout is going to be total body movements. And then the second half of the workout is really going to focus on core work. So glutes, abs, obliques, and lower back is the focus there. So right now, waking the body up, waking the muscles up, and just kind of getting a sense for your energy level and your mood pulling into this. So this should feel like a slow burn, but no high impact movements this morning. So we'll finish up knowing we had that workout, but not necessarily feeling like we pounded on the ankles or knees or anything like that. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right into a few butt kicks here. Getting the heels up, stretching through the quads, letting the upper body just sort of completely relax, and turning your attention a little bit here to breathing, right? Heart rate's going up, respiratory rate is going up as well, so you want to make sure you're paying attention to taking those big breaths of air in, nice slow exhales. Let's go 3, let's go 2, and let's go 1, slow it down. All right, find something to balance on, side of a chair, a wall, and we're gonna start with forward and back leg swings. Trying to keep your torso nice and tall, and trying to keep that swing straight forward and straight back, including the toes, right? Try to keep those toes facing forward so that the hip's not rotating in a direction we don't want it to go yet. Let's go 2 and 1, same leg, and you're gonna go lateral swings. Cross body, and then kick it up nice and high. So when you get to this kick, on the outside, you want your toes pointed forward again. That cross body swing is probably gonna bring the toes over to the left, which is fine. Let's go 2 and 1. All right, we're gonna switch sides. So left side, forward and back. And again, paying attention to those toes, keeping them facing forward. Upper body stays relaxed, shoulders stay down, but starting to sort of get a full body picture of how the muscles are feeling and where we're at with strength and energy. Let's go 3, 2, and 1, and then switch to that lateral swing. So trying to sort of open those hips up, wake up the glutes, and just get as much movement and motion out of that hip as possible. Again, as that toe rises up to your left, your toes are pointed forward. Let's go 3, 2, and 1, back to the center and shake those legs out. All right, we're gonna start with upper body reaches. Right hand up over the head, left hand reaches for the opposite hip. And just alternating the body gently, right to left. What I want you to try to do is exhale on the reach. Boom, right there. You can feel those muscles, the back muscles, the oblique muscles, start to loosen up a little bit. That is our goal. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. All right, standing up nice and tall. We're gonna wake up the back muscles here. So you're gonna raise the arms straight out in front of you, all the way up to the ears. Rotate the hands so they're facing forward and pull those elbows down and back. Nice and gentle, nothing too crazy. Squeeze the muscles in towards the spine and then reverse direction back up towards the ceiling and down to your sides. Again, deep breath in, raise the arms up. Exhale, pull the elbows down. And then reverse direction. So inhale, push up. And exhale, down to your sides. Let's do that one more time. Raise it up. Big inhale here. Exhale, pull the elbows down. Squeeze those muscles in towards the spine. Inhale, push up. Exhale, and hands to your side. Awesome. All right, keeping that nice wide stance. We're going to wake up the hips a little bit more, increase range of mobility. So take that deep breath in, reach for the ceiling. Reach for the floor. Fingertips on the floor, and you're going to go into that Frogger squat. So I want you to bend at the knees and drop your butt. Lift the chest nice and tall. Take it nice and slow. And then straighten the knees back up. Stay in that bent over position. And you're just going to move between those two those two poses. Really nice and gently here. I want you to think about pushing the knees out over the toes. Keeping your butt back by your heels. And just sort of get a sense for the stretch. And for the coordination too. Knowing where your body is in relation to your center. Let's do one more. So sit down into that Frogger. And then straighten the legs. So still in that folded over position. Go ahead and let yourself sink into this forward flexion for 5, 4. Release tension from your neck. 3, 2, and 1. Walk the heels in, followed by the toes. Heels and toes all the way to the center. And roll those shoulders up towards the ceiling and shake it out. Oh, hi, little puppy. Okay, so mats on the ground. We're ready to get started. Warm-up is complete. You want that light set of weights. I actually don't really need the mat quite yet. You're not going to need that until the second half. So if it is in your way, just leave it off to the side, but you're going to want the dumbbells. All right, so set of dumbbells in each hand. We're going to start with a plie squat and squeeze, scapular squeeze. So what that looks like, nice and wide. Your palms are actually facing out. You're going to go down into the squat, squeeze in, and open. So 2 dumbbells in hand. We'll walk through it nice and slow. Oh, bless you. So nice wide stance, toes out to the side, arms up and out to the side, palms facing up. You're going to go down into that plie squat and bring your elbows, squeeze in towards the spine, and out. So you want to feel those same muscles that you did during that warm-up, right? As you sort of brought those elbows in, squeeze and control, and stand up nice and tall and lengthen. Taking it nice and slow, feeling the muscles work. So the muscles squeeze in towards the spine, and then lengthen. Let's do one more. Bring it in. Push it out. Arms down and relax. Shaking things out. So we're going to go into a sumo heel lift. So this is going to be an isometric hold. Arms in the front, 90-degree hold. And go ahead and drop into that squat. We're going to go heels up, down, and then open into that adductor. Heels up, down. Yeah, there you go. And if it feels like you're getting a little bit sort of unbalanced with both heels up, you can also alternate sides there. You don't have to do both heels at the same time, because with that weight in front, it does throw you off balance a little bit more. Boom, open, front. Nice, heels up. Excellent. One more, heels up, open, and stand up nice and tall. Drop one weight. We're going to maintain that wide stance. We're going to do full choppers here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by reaching up over that right shoulder, straight arms, and then all the way down to the left toe and back up over the shoulder. So I want you to sort of find the line that you're tracing with the dumbbell and stick to it. Nice and straight. And what you're going to do is you're just going to start to feel the lower back, and you're going to start to feel the obliques on the left side here. Nice and slow, nice and strong, lightweight or no weight. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that dumbbell in. We're just going to switch sides. So keep that nice wide stance. Left shoulder down to that right toe. Again, you're going to find the line that that dumbbell traces and stick to it. Here we go. Left shoulder down to that right toe and right back up. And I want you to feel not necessarily like you're swinging that dumbbell back up over your shoulder, but that it's a very controlled, strong lift. So you get that stretch, and then you get that strength. 10 seconds to go. Again, feeling the lower back and the obliques on the right side. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that dumbbell in and grab your second dumbbell. We're going to do step backs with a kickback. So both dumbbells in hand, slight hinge at the waist so you can lock your elbows in. You're going to step it back and kick. Step it back with the opposite leg and kick. So, because we're off balance and doing that upper body tricep kickback, you really have to pay attention to the lower back strength and the core staying nice and strong all the way throughout. Make sure you're breathing in. Nice long exhales. Boom. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. All right, dumbbells down to the mat just for a moment here. We have 2 exercises. We're going to step out into a squat. Great placement, honey. Great placement. So we're going to start by going to the right. Step it out into a squat, back to the center, and high leg lift. Just to the right. Boom, center, and leg lift. Exactly, there you go. Nice toe, placement forward, or direction forward rather. And nice lift too. You want to find your balance so that you can really get that glute activating that toe up as high as you can. Awesome job. Squat. 4, 3, 2. Last rep on this side. Boom, and down. So shake it off. Over to the left side. Step it out into that leg lift. Take a deep breath in. Here we go. Left side into the leg lift. Step it out. Squat to the center and lift. Yeah, awesome. Love that the torso is staying upright. Means you're not leaning into that kick. It's all in the glutes. Good height. Nice mobility through the hips. So again, feeling that slow burn, but sort of being kind and gentle to the joints right now. Knowing they're going to get that work in. Last rep right here, kick it up. Toes to the ground and shake it off. We have 2 exercises and then we're heading right back to the top of this round. So grab your dumbbells. We're going to go curl to press. So palms facing forward. 3, 2, and 1. Curl it up. Nice and wide. Press to the ceiling. So this weight's going to feel nice and light, which is great coming off of yesterday's upper body workout. Press. Bring it in and down. Squeezing at the top. Taking this time to sort of readjust mentally and physically. Keeping that lower back nice and straight. Focusing on breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to finish up this first circuit, this first time through the first circuit with a little bicep burnout. So we're going to start at 90 degrees. We're just going to alternate bicep curls. We're just going for a little bit of burn in the upper arms right now. Here we go. 2 and 1. Let's go. And you're moving one and the next. So both arms are moving. You got it. Elbows stay locked in place. And again, focus on that breathing. Connect to those bicep muscles right now. Awesome. We have a full 15 seconds to go, so we have a little bit of time here to keep those bicep muscles working and pumping blood. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going right back to the top. We don't quite get that break yet. We'll get a break in between our first round, or our first set, I guess, and our second set down, second circuit. So, wide stance, toes out to the side, arms up and out. You're going to squat and squeeze and out. So star to scapular squeeze. Push yourself up nice and tall. Boom. And stand. Nice. All the way through. And what you're doing here is you're bringing those elbows down to the rib cage, the back side of the rib cage. So you're really squeezing those muscles in. Yeah, nice. Excellent. 4, 3, last rep, 2, and 1. Stand up and shake those arms out. Nicely done. Round 2 always hits a little bit faster, right? All right, so here we go. Feet in a little bit closer, but you still got shoulder width apart. Arms back to that 90-degree hold. Go down into, of course this is doing this. Come on. Are you working? Okay, now we're working. So we're going into that sumo isometric hold, shoulder abductions, right? So down into sumo. Go ahead and lift the heels up, down, and open. This is not the time. It's not the time, little switch. She can't come down here anymore and not want to play with her tennis ball. It's cute, but at the same time, I'm like, listen, all we do down here is work out. Do I look like I have time to throw the ball? She's very proud of herself with her ball pitching skills. I think it's mostly because Koa has none, and therefore it's even more exciting. 3, 2, 1. Whoo! All right, stand it up nice and tall. Drop one of those dumbbells. We're going back into our chops. So nice strong core, nice strong back. Let's start right shoulder down to that left toe, okay? So reach all the way down to the toe and right back up. Soft knees is fine on this one. You don't have to lock the knees out. In fact, soft knees is going to help you sort of engage the muscles and keep this in control rather than driven by momentum. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up nice and tall. I'm so disappointing to her right now. All right, all we're gonna do is switch sides. See, you're a better mom than I am. Throw the ball in between reps. I'm like, here we go. Left side to right toe. Let's hit it. Boom and left. So the second time through, your body sort of knows the motions, right? It knows which direction it needs to move. But the muscles are starting to fatigue just slightly. So we feel that burn and we dial in our focus to really connect to the movement and get the most that we possibly can out of it. We have 5 seconds to go. Keep those reps crushing it. Come on. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Bring it in. Dumbbell down. Oh no, not dumbbell down. Skip it here. Dumbbell up. Both dumbbells in hand. We got to hit those triceps before we go back to glutes and quads. So that hinge back, elbows locked in. You're going to alternate step backs with the kickback. Reaching with the toe. Remember, lighter weights, you can really finish that tricep kickback. So when you get to the back end of it, I want you to sort of push your fingertips all the way through to the end, as if you're trying to punch one end of the dumbbell into the wall behind you. That's going to stretch those triceps and get the most out of the movement. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Stand up, give the lower back a little bit of a break. Now we can drop those dumbbells. We're going to go back into that side squat to leg raise. So we're going to start by going to the right side. Make sure you have plenty of room. Step it out. Back to the center, high leg lift. Just waking up those glutes. And again, you want to see if you can keep, there you go, thanks. Keep your spine nice and straight. Just making it impossible to ignore. What happens when I fall? Huh? All right, low into that squat, nice. Nice form, high kick for 4, 3, yeah, that was scary, 2, and 1, nice and done. Woo! Okay, over to the left side. Deep into that squat, open those hips up, and then get that glute kicking with the leg lift in 3, in 2, and 1. Squat in, stand tall, kick it up. Woo! See what happens? I almost fall over. This is why we can't play and work out at the same time. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. All right, I stopped paying attention there. I was falling over. Boom. So at this point, you're feeling those hips, right? You're feeling those glutes. We've done a lot of wide stance squatting today. So that's why those hips and glutes are getting that burn going on. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Shake it off. Grab both dumbbells. Let's hit that upper body a little bit before we switch circuits. So we're going curl to press. Palms facing forward. Lock the elbows in. Curl it up. Squeeze. Press. Bring it in. All right, here we go. Put some length to that spine. Keep those shoulders down and back. Tuck that tailbone under so you're finding a nice, straight, solid line up the spine. Supporting every breath and every press as you move through the work. 5, 4. Let's do one more full rep if we got it. Boom. Press. Bring it in. All right, here we go. All we have is our bicep burn out, and then we get our break. So we're going to go into that 90-degree hold, alternating bicep curls, always moving. So 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Boom. Always moving. We've locked in that posture. Now we're just going for that kind of afterburn effect for the upper body. And then we get to put those dumbbells to the side. We head down to the mat to focus on core. I promise we'll get a break in between. It'll be a fun break. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in and dumbbells to the side. Woo! All right, shaking things off. Grabbing some water. I don't have the water. I brought it upstairs. Good for me. So, as promised, we're going to head down to the mat, and we're going to turn our focus entirely to the muscles in the core complex, right? So, abs, obliques, lower back, glutes, hips, whole 9 yards. Then we've got another big circuit coming up. We're going to go through 2 times total. This one we are going to take a break at the end of the first time through just so that we can sort of stretch things out and grab another sip of water because the core gets its butt kicked a little bit here. So down to the mat. We're going to start with a right side plank into oblique crunch. So there's sort of 2 ways you can do this. You can do the full side plank. Boom, here, reach, crunch. Or you can keep that knee down and do the crunch that way, okay? So either way, we're down on the mat. Right side starts down. And we're going to dive into this core circuit. So right side plank. Go ahead and lift yourself up either all the way or into that half plank. And then you're going to crunch it in. Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Drawing the knee in to meet the arm. So this is really more of a workout for that right side, right? We're not exactly crunching it all the way in, but because we're moving and we're moving, left arm, left leg causes a lot of instability for that right side. Come on, yeah. Awesome. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips down. Nicely done. Awesome. We're starting off with the hardest ones. We'll just get it out of the way, right? So over to the left side, as always, keeping things nice and even. You're going to lift up into that side plank to start. Nice. Knee to elbow. Bring it in. Yep, you got it. Awesome. Creating tons of instability here, which is where we like to be. Boom. And stretch. Sticking with it all the way through. Yes. Nice. We've got 10 seconds to go. You're almost there. We're hitting those obliques here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips down. Woo! All right, we earned ourselves a little bit of a break. We're going to go into another single-sided exercise. You're going to start on your back. You're going to go one-sided bicycle crunch to toe tap. So right elbow to the right knee, and then right hand to the right toe. Right elbow, to the left knee. So it's a single-sided crunch to toe touch. Boom. And then up. Yeah, you got it. Awesome. One side the whole time. We'll even things off in the next work interval, which comes at about 10 seconds. Come on. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax for this 15-second break. We're going to flip things over to the left side. So that left elbow crunches up to the right knee, and then going for that toe tap. Here we go. Legs up. So, bicycle, toe tap. Bicycle, toe tap. Yep, you got it. Awesome. And that left leg can stay bent. It can stay straight. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. You are just concentrating on the movement. Left elbow to the knee, and then in for that toe tap. Stick with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, when knees to chest, we're going to stay down on the mat. We're going into a glute bridge, but we're going to change things up a little bit here. I want you to keep your toes on the mat and lift your heels. So as you go up into that glute bridge, up to the top, lift the left leg down and hips to the ground. Lift, right knee drive, and down. So we're doing a glute bridge march here, but your toes stay down and your heels are up the whole time. Keep that bridge moving. Breathe through it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips to the mat. All right, let's flip things around all the way onto your stomach. We're going to hit the posterior chain. So we're going to do TYI lifts, all right? So we're going to start with our arms out to the T. Lift and squeeze. Down. Up to a Y. Lift and squeeze. Down, and then all the way to the I. Lift and squeeze, and down. Back to the T. Boom. Y. And I. Let's do it again. T. Y. And I. Last time through. T. Y. And I. Whew. All right. Back to the center. So you're going to press yourself up into a high plank. Lock in good form here. You're going to alternate a leg lift on each side. So pick the toe up, down, toe up, and down, and then a very slow knee drive. So right knee in, left knee in, and then back to those leg lifts. 1, 2, knee drive, knee drive. So keeping your mind engaged as those core muscles really sort of get in deeper into the work zone. Stick with it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, here we go. We have one exercise and then that promised break. We're going to go down into an elbow plank. All I'm going to have you do is rotate those hips right to left. So, elbow plank first. Lock in your form, and then you're going to add that hip dip. Right hip down, left. So you're rotating on the toes. If you have to adjust the toes a little bit, that's fine. But part of the difficulty of this exercise is keeping those toes nice and close together so you can get that twist in without having to sort of step back out into the plank every time. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Sit it back to stretch things out. We get a break before we repeat those exercises, but I think we earned a little bit of a break for the abs. Get up, shake things out, grab some water, and then we'll dive back in. How we feeling, okay? All right, awesome. See, you're still playing fetch with your dog. I just don't know how you do it. I almost fell. She dropped the ball at my feet and I almost fell like 3 times. It's just not a skill I have. It's not a skill that I developed with the big dog, because he definitely does not do that. All right, so we're going to hit repeat on that circuit. We're going to dive back down onto the mat, back into that right side plank with the crunch. So start up in the full side plank again. If you got to go down to the knee, that's perfectly fine. You're still getting that oblique work in big time. So, right arm is down. 3, 2, and 1. We lift, and then crunch it in and reach it out. So again, second time through, the body sort of knows the motions, right? It knows where it needs to be, but it's also been there, done that, right? You're gonna feel the muscles really, really working hard this round. The nice news is it's our last time through our final circuit. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips down. So every time we hit an exercise this round, it is the last time that you're going to see it, which is a feel good for a Friday. Left arm down. We're going to start in that full plank. Let's go. 3, 2, and lift. Crunch it in and down. Keeping those hips and shoulders facing forward here, so you're not putting too much strain on that lower hip, and you're really getting the focus in on the obliques. Reach and crunch. Yep, you got it. Awesome. Keep it moving. We got this. We're down to 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips down. Nice job. All right, hardest ones done. Out of the way. We're going into our bicycle to toe touch combo. Let's start with that right elbow reaching to the left side. 2 and 1. Let's go. Boom. And then toe touch. So you're going in for that bicycle crunch, twisting into it, and then lifting all the way up for that toe touch. And you really want to try to get the toes and the fingertips to meet there. Like I said, we're hitting those obliques hard. Building some strength. Building some power there. We're under 10 seconds. Fight through it. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right. Left side, evening things out. Take a couple of deep breaths in here. Hit reset. And then get those knees up. Left elbow to the right knee. 2 and 1. Let's go. Boom. And toe touch. Keeping the body moving throughout the work interval. You can absolutely slow it down if you need to. Don't forget to breathe. It's really easy in these crunch exercises as your muscles get tired to forget to take those deep breaths in. go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Woo! All right, let's give those abs a little bit of a break. We're going into our glute bridge series. I want you up on your toes, heels up. We're going into that glute bridge march in 3, 2, and 1. Hips up, drive the knee right back down. So always up on the toes. The hips come back down to the mat, but the heels stay up. Make sure you're keeping that lower back nice and flat. So as your hips come back down, the lower back is approaching the mat as well. So no deep arch there. Keeps that tension on the glutes where we want it to be. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, glutes kicking, rolling around. We've got our 2 IIs. Let's hit the posterior chain here. So I want you to focus on the back muscles here. We're going to start at the T. Go ahead and lift and squeeze down to the mat, up to the Y. Lift and squeeze down to the mat and into the I. And if you're focusing on those back muscles, you really get a chance to sort of get a sense for all of the muscles that are working back there and what's necessary for what lift. Where you have the most mobility and the most strength. Obviously, the body's getting more tired. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Take a deep breath. I know all the feels. I know. We got 2 exercises to go. Push yourself up into a high plank. Leg lift to knee drive. So we go 1, 2, knee drive 1, knee drive 2. Keeping the shoulders stacked over the wrists. And if you feel like you're sort of pushing through the palms and your upper back is rounding towards the ceiling, see if you can just sort of flatten things out there. Pushing the floor away from your body. And keeping the movement strong and steady. We're so close to the finish line. 3, 2, and 1. This is it. One final exercise and we're done. We'll stretch it out. And it's a Friday workout in the books. And it's not even 9:30 yet. So, elbow plank. We're going in for some hip dips. 3, 2, and 1. Get yourself up and locked in form first. And then start with those hip dips. Take it nice and slow. Get a feel for how your body is feeling right now as in comparison to how it was feeling when we got started. Muscles are fatiguing, but hopefully the blood's pumping, you're feeling good. Gaining some energy and some momentum for the day. We're under 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down and sit it all the way back in child's pose. Stretch it out. Take those deep breaths in to just sort of calm everything down. Whew. All right, first things first, let's draw the body all the way forward into a Cobra to stretch those ab muscles out. We just spent a whole bunch of time working those core muscles, so we want to stretch everything right back out. Sort of forget about the burn. All right, close the eyes. Focus on breathing here. When you're ready, you're going to draw the hips back, so you're up on all fours. We're going to thread the needle into a rotation. So you're going to take the right hand, thread it under the left side, so scoop it under, and then you're going to push up and reach that right arm all the way up, rotate towards the ceiling to the right side, and then back into it. Reach. And you can take sort of as much time as you need in this part of the stretch before you rotate back up to the ceiling. Last one on this side. And that right hand comes back to the mat. So left side now, you're going to scoop under, thread the needle. And then push up, open, and rotate. Scoop. Open and rotate. One more time. Scoop it under. Open. And both hands to the mat. Awesome. Let's get those hips a little bit. We kind of forget about that first circuit, but we hit glutes a lot. Go ahead, from this position, bring your right foot forward in between your hands. And you're just going to gently rock forward and relax. So you're not sitting all the way back necessarily. You can if you want to, but what I want is that forward, gentle press through the hips. And then just a little bit of a release there. Yeah, nice. All right, your next forward push, go ahead and hold. Keeping those hips nice and level. Weight on the hands and that front foot for 3, 2, and 1. All right, straighten that right leg. Push the hips all the way back now. Straighten out and bend forward towards that right leg. Stretching through the hamstring, stretching through the calves and the lower back. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release that tension. Right foot goes back behind you. Left foot comes forward. And again, just a little gentle movement here to start us off. A little pressure onto that front heel. And then a little release. Sort of prepping the muscles to move into that stretch. All right, next movement forward. You're going to shift all your body weight forward and hold this hip stretch here. Again, you want to try to keep your hips nice and even. So if you feel like your right hip and butt are sort of further forward than your left hip right now, just see if you can sort of draw that back a little bit, even things out. All right, go ahead and straighten that front leg. Sit your hips back into that hamstring stretch. Same deal goes for this exercise, keeping those hips nice and even. Stretching the muscles out. You don't necessarily need to go as far into the stretch as you can if the form is off, right? So you want your form to be kind of spot on, and then you go for that stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Release the tension on that front leg, and that leg goes back behind you again. Let's move through a little bit of a cat-cow pose here. So you're going to start by tucking the tailbone. Round that spine up to the ceiling, vertebrae by vertebrae, taking it slow. And then pull the belly button down towards the mat. Deep arch. Close your eyes, tuck the tailbone, round the spine up to the ceiling. Back and forth between these two poses. Be gentle with your body. Give it some props. All right, one last time through each pose. And then we're going to come to neutral. And just sit it back over the heels into child's pose and really just focus on breathing for a few seconds here. If you want to reach your hands back for your toes, you can. Focus on deep breaths in and long, slow exhales that let you sink into the moment. Forget about tension. when you're ready, you can sit it up nice and tall and shake things out. Again, being gentle with the body, just put it through a whole bunch of work. And that's a Friday workout. Already done. Not even 9:30. We're going. Woohoo!